everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Olivier. How are you all doing? There's only a few more days until Christmas, and I want to do one more video for you guys. And if you follow me on Instagram and also Isabel Instagram, which she knows as Passionista Colorista, you would know there is a she put out a magical advent calendar, and she got a lot of permissions from a lot of artists. That's a really well-known artist, so that's Hannah Basford, you can see here Emily, Laura, Hannah Calzone, even Kirby Rosen, and she asked me to join this the whole things, and I was really happy to do that. So if you I didn't have a lot of time to color in this, but I saw so many beautiful versions of all you guys coloring on Instagram. I was really impressed. And if you go all the way to the 25th, which is Christmas Day, you will see my artwork. So a few of my friends and a few of you guys on Instagram did ask me to whether I would do a colors along for this little one, and I really happy that I gonna do it. But we're not going to do in this small little one because it just simply a little small for my camera to zoom in. So instead of that, I'm going to do on the bigger versions, and of course you guys can download the same size as this one on my Patreon. So I will link the link down below. I will put the link down below in the description box, and it's free, so you can go in there and download this one. It prints on an A4 page, but this is an Excel size, so you can cut it off and, like, you know, just give it as a card if you want to. There are two versions, this one, and also let me find this one is a really dark ink for a lot of you. You know, a lot of people couldn't really see through the really blurry one, and I don't know if it's a little bit hard to see on camera, but this one is a really blurry, not blurry, but like really faded versions of it. I don't know if you can see it. It's really faded, and the reason why, if you print it out, it'd be like on both sides like this, but I cut it off. And these versions is for if you want to try out the technique when you color it in. Of course, the line won't show through too much, and you have sort of like a painting kind of look, so you don't have to cover the line out if you don't want to. So that is my little gift to you guys. Just bigger versions of it if you want to just print and colors more. So of course I'm going to color this today. I don't have a clear image in mind what I want to do with it, but I'm going to use my my Prismacolor, not the Polychrome, my Prismacolor. I might use a both combination. So I want to make this video is really like just a hangout chat and colors, because this is a small one, so I hope it will not take too much time of you. So let's get started. So this is a snow globe. And let me see, what should we do first? I want to maybe do the leaves, the stuff that I already have in mind what I want to do. And if you follow, if you watch some of my video, sorry, I just take out the pencil, you will know that I have a few combinations that I really love. That's why I think I started to put a color combinations in the description box now, so you guys can just write the combinations, watch my video, and you know, just put the color combinations into your swatch book or something like that. So next time if you feel like, oh, this thing you have no idea how to color them, but you already have the combinations, then probably easier for you, so you don't have to rewatch my video. You don't want to. A lot of people probably think I'm really silly, because obviously I want a lot of people watch my video, but I don't really care about that. Now let's do this leaf first. I want the Prussian green. If I can find it, I have the olive green here. I might use that, and the pale sage, or I use bright green light. I just try to see. Okay, so I think I'm going to use olive green, Kelly green, and the gray green light for this one, and maybe a little bit of the red as well. I like to add a little bit of red into my holy leaves. I just think it looks really nice. Alright, let's get started. So I have the olive green here, and as you can see there, sorry, it's a pencil. I'm going to just color it in. As you see, I don't really care about the pattern. I just add it in because I really like it. And since I have the book, if you don't recall that, say John Hannah Basford's new book, I've been learning from it, and since then I just like to add a lot of pattern in my own artwork, and I thought it's really cute. So now for this one, I'm going to go in with the olive green, and I'm mostly going to add it at the bottom only. A few of you guys has been mentioned that you miss how I used to do my old video, where you can hear like birds singing. If you watch my old video, you probably hear like a lot of birds singing in the video, and you can hear the pencil strokes and stuff. But I don't do that anymore. I changed my style of doing video. Now going to the Kelly green. The reason for that is because I wasn't really happy with how the audio turns out back then, because back then I just like record everything with my camera and then just try from that, put up and editing from it. And you know, my English is obviously not perfect. You can already hear. So it's sometimes I did kind of like just repeating myself a lot, and I say a lot of things that not clear. So I thought if I redo voiceover after the video, I have a clear idea in mind what I want to talk about, so easier. Now going in with the peacock green, just a little bit. I just want to add a tiny bit, yeah, at the bottom. Just want to add a little bit of the cool green. This green have a little bit of blue as well, so it's a lovely green. This green I like to use for the Christmas tree, the pie tree itself, because I thought it's really nice and lovely green. Now I want to adding in a little bit of red, so I use the scarlet leg and just a little bit on the tip. You can add anywhere you like. You can add on the side, you can add on the tip, doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of pop color. Now bright green light, I actually gonna go over the red. let's see. Oh, I think I was talking about something, but I forgot. I tend to be a bit quiet when I coloring, so yeah, I really like that. That's look alright. Now I want maybe a cream. Let's try the cream, and I want an espresso. Should I do espresso? I think I'm going to do espresso. So espresso first. I want it's a bit darker, but of course you don't have to. It's already quite dark. It's already really dark, to be honest, but I still want a little bit of the espresso in. So you can see I just put a little bit down, tiny bit at the bottom here, and I'm going to bring it out like that, just to adding in for the leave-in. There you go, really simple. Now for the edges, I'm going in with the cream, and I'm just adding outside like so. You can see all the color quite smudged, but I don't mind that. I think that look quite cool. Alright, I think that look really nice. There you go. Okay, there's down here similar. I'm going in with this olive green first. So I hope you enjoyed the last video I put up. I know I wait so late, like really close until Christmas, and I posted it, but maybe you can you know, like a lot of you guys join the what is it called, July, Christmas in July, I believe. And oh, if you have an idea like why people do that, just let me know in the comment. Why is that a tradition? Like, why is it called Christmas in July? Is that because we can't wait until Christmas? I have no idea. So maybe you can use the video in color then. I'm testing this paper at the moment, and I think they are pretty okay. I know I keep saying about making a video on how paper, about like paper, so when you print the paper out, what paper is the best. I'm still not really happy with all the paper that I've been experiencing at the moment, so I don't know if I will ever find a perfect one. I know that I keep looking for one that is actually remind me of John Hannah Bass first. But yeah, I was really happy with this one that I found so far. The only thing I don't like about this is you can't really use wet medium on it. It's just not going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to use the Scarlet Lake now, just for this berry. They actually quite small, so I'm just going to add a little tiny bit. I know it's going to be hard. I'm gonna just tilt my camera a little bit so you can see where the pencil stroke goes. Sometimes can be a bit hard to see. Now usually if this berry is bigger, I'm going to add a darker red because they're so small. I don't think I will add any red. I will use the espresso though, and just add a tiny bit down the bottom. See, I do the moon shape, and even though it's small, I still try my best to leave a little bit of white edges just around, so hopefully it will have that shiny look. And then I'll sharpen my pencil. If you're wondering what pencil sharpener I use a T-Gel because I saw color with glare, use it. And I've been using it for a very long time now, and I really love it. Okay, so as you can see, I blend it out. Alright, okay, let's do this one, the ribbon. So the ribbon, I'm going to use try to think what color I'm going to use. So we have the light cerulean blue, this one, and what is this one? Non-photo blue. Okay, so I'm going to use a non-photo blue first. I actually going to add maybe a little bit of the light green. I never really use this light green, and I think it's a lovely color. It look nice. It look really nice. Look at how pastel it look. But I never really kind of think about using it. So this one is a non-photo blue. So this is voice over now because I just realized that the video I cut off a little bit. So as you can see, after I adding in the non-photo blue, I did use just a little bit of the light green, like you can see here, just at the end, and then I use the indigo blue for the dark shadow, and you can see like just around the bottom and a little bit around the edge where the other ribbon like behind, and that is it. Like that's the combinations of color. I thought I just go in and let you guys know what the combinations of color, because sometimes the camera turned off and it didn't really notice me. This is a really old camera, so yeah, I really need to get a new one, but I don't have the money yet. So yeah, let's go back to the real time now. And I was talking about going back to live stream as well, which I did bought a webcam because I heard that is good, and I tempted to use to stream with. I used to stream with my phone before, and it's not doing my phone any good, so I stopped doing that. All right, now we have the thing here. I wanted to adding the blue down here as well, because you know, like how I always say, you should reuse some of the blue in some area. I think I'm going to use a China blue for this, because I think oh my god, look at that blue, beautiful. I actually really love that blue. I think this blue will go really well for the background. It's okay, I already use it. So this one is a China blue, and I just bring it down like so, and I'm going to use the non-photo blue, and I'm just going to blend out this blue. The two blue is a little bit different from each other, but it's alright. And I add a little bit of the indigo in for the shadow, and then I think I'll use this bright green light, sky blue light, and adding in for the highlight. So you just blend everything out pretty much. Alright, that look really nice. Just come back in with the China blue at the moment. Just try to blend out a little bit. There you go. And then later we add like gel pens and stuff on. I think it look nice. I want to add some pattern, but I want to use with the white gel pen. Okay, So do exactly the same thing for this one. I want to make it look like it folded a little bit, so to do that you basically have to make like some gap. So here will demonstrate like the gap, and then you just go from there. So this is a none for the blue, and I just blend it out, and then the sky blue light like that. Oh, this looks so cute. And then this one is the indigo blue, and I want to have a little bit of dark area around this bit here because it's cover, right? There you go. That is look lovely. You can see it look pretty. It looked really nice in my monitor, but I'm not sure you can sort of tell all the color. Oh my goodness, that is why I always remind myself to use this. That's why you shouldn't use your hand. But what do I know? I always do things that I recommend you guys don't do it. Alright, now I go in the head. For the head, I think I'm going to make it red again. Not the head, the bucket right here. So I have the crimson leg here. I'm thinking, should I follow the pattern or so this one is a crimson leg. I don't know. I think I just going to colors it in, and then I will adding in the white gel pen lighter. So this one is a scarlet leg. Alright, and I will blend everything out with a little bit of white. I do want to adding in the red here though. Oh, that looks alright. This one is a crimson leg. I just added in a little bit again, just to make it a bit darker. And then I'm going to use a 90% warm gray. I love my warm gray. I always use them for everything, for pretty much all my shadow. And I just adding in on the side only, and I will use a scarlet red to blend everything out. I think that's look pretty nice. Alright, now for the snowman. Oh, I actually going to do the shirt of the girl now, because I really want it red. I want to do somewhat limited colors. I don't want to draw like all the colors in here. So that's what I do. I just reuse some of the colors and see, oh, what can I do, like red and stuff. Okay, let's do the girl. I want her whole dress is going to be red, and we just leave some area to be kind of for highlights. So I'm going to really gently add it in first. You can see I really barely touching my paper, and you can see like all of this white dot on here is showing through because the paper is very tutti. I feel uncomfortable when I say that word. So I do really like, because I want to have highlight, but I don't want to add just white. So that's, we're going to leave maybe the highlight in this area. And now I go in for the second. You can see it's a lot darker. Gotta do put a little bit of brushes on it. And of course I want, okay, so we'll probably do a little bit of highlights on the top there. And for the M, the highlight would be above this. So I treat it as all the light will come from above. So this is where the L highlight is. And it's going to be a bit dark because she's just standing behind him, behind the snowman. And then I use the crimson leg just to adding in for the darker color. I want to be quite red. Okay. And adding in for the M too. I haven't do these types of video like where you sit and talk and coloring. A lot of people can do this really well. I can't find anything to talk about at the moment. So please excuse if I'm being a bit quiet. So I'm going to use the white now, and I want to blend it out. And as you can see, because we have a little bit of red underneath, when it blend out, it just not leave just red. It actually like make it like a light chili color. So that was really nice. And then I going in for the shirt here. Yeah, that's look alright. I just don't want to have many like highlight on the dress that much. Alright, now I'm going to add a little bit of this one is the espresso because I don't want it too dark on the dress. Just add a little bit here as well for the shadow. Of course, you can use a 90% warm gray as well if you want it to be dark. I'm actually going to use the warm gray right here because it's cover. And I want it because the two color is the same. So I do want to kind of separate them a little bit. Alright. What is this? Just going to add a little bit of warm gray here, like behind him, and the rest I'm going to use the espresso. I like that. That's look nice. I just blend out everything now with the crimson leg. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Okay, for her hat, I'm very tempted to do it red as well, but I'm not sure yet. So maybe we not do that for now. Now for this star, I want to add in the light umber. Okay, light umber, and I want up here to be light, and you can see I left a little bit of white as well. And I'm going in with the sepia for the bottom. Nice. And then I use, oh, my pencil is like blunt. I use the cream to add it in from this side. You can see it's have a little bit highlight. I know it's a little bit hard to see since this is too small, but if I zoom it in anymore, my camera cannot zoom in anymore. It's gonna be like too blurry. It probably couldn't focus. And then you do it for the other one exactly the same. If you don't have this color, feel free to use any other color you want to use. You don't have to follow exactly the same. I just want to show you if I'm going to do this is the way that I'm going to do. But of course this is your coloring, so you do whatever you like. You want to use similar color, then go ahead and do that. Now for the star, of course I'm going to do it yellow. What do you know? Very original. I'm going to use this canary yellow, and I think a sunburst yellow. So a sunburst yellow, I only do for the big one, okay? This one is a sunburst yellow, and you can see I put it in the middle, and then I'm going to use the canary yellows to blend that out. And you can see that's a little bit of orange in the middle. It's not show very much. And then I'm going to use my deco yellow, and I'm going to go over, like just outside. You basically just draw the circle, and later when we colors the background, we leave those circle alone. Alright, and this one is a green. I just kind of extend it a little bit. There you go. So that is what you're going to do. Now for her, what is it? What are these? These little fur. I'm going to use my green, and I basically just color it in. I don't want, of course you have to know that this one is, of course, when I color, is a bigger piece of paper, but when you color on, oh, I missed that. How did I miss that? On the calendar, it is a small piece, so I don't want to make it overly complicated for you guys. Alright, might have to color that in. What? This has happened to me all the time, especially when after I already think I'm done with it and I post it on Instagram, and then I'm like, this look off, this look unfinished, and then I'm like, nah, I don't know what happened, and it made me unhappy for a while. And then I finally found the weird spot that I haven't done, and I was like, oh, there it is. I'm sure it's happened to you guys a lot too. I'm actually going to add a little bit of 90% warm gray on this one here, because it's just at the back, so why not? Alright, that's cute, that's cute. Oh, that's, see, I missed that too. I want to do her color green too. Alright, and now for the snowman. Light gray, and I think 20% cool gray. Alright, let's start. I'm going to add a little bit of slate right now, and again you can see I leave a little bit of white on the edges. Now I'm not gonna adding this color too much because we want to keep the snow is white color, but of course, like I said it before, I don't know which video I said it in. I tell you about it, but white object doesn't necessarily you have to leave them white. Of course you can leave them white and not color them, but you can use other color to make them look more lively, more interesting. There you go. So I just basically follow around that. I actually going to adding in the blue slide instead. So I'm going to add in a little bit of blue slide. Just blend out that gray out. Okay, so I use very gently brushes. Nice. Okay. 10%. Maybe we try 10% first, and if it's not dark enough, then we use a 20%. So I use a 10% cool gray now, and you can see I go over the blue slide as well. I just kind of wanna make it look less blue. Blend everything out. Alright, this look pretty okay to me. That's okay, I don't mind that. Do for his face too. He's really cute. I want to add a little bit of green into the spot here. So I just blush it in really gently. You don't have to press the pencil now. And I'm going to use the light gray and add a little bit of shadow for his eyebrow. I think that's cute. Alright. Actually going to add in the black for the eye because it's kind of covered by the pencil. Now for the nose, see what we have here. Mineral orange. Okay, so I'm going in with the mineral orange. It's a carrot nose, so obviously you can just use any orange. I'm like adding a little bit of sunburst here, like so, just tiny bit. I want to make his eyebrow green there, and I'm going to adding in the black for his button. Very cute. Now this is a snowman done. Her sock, this one is crimson red, so I just make her sock red, and then I'm going to use a non-photo blue adding in here. I don't know about that. Okay, espresso for the shoe, and then the green. I'm going to blend it in. There you go. Oh, she look cute. Alright, let's do the hat. I'm going to do the technique where you do multicolor, and I'm going to use, let's do the crimson black, adding a stripe like so. Of course you can do different way if you want to. So I hope you have planned buy a lot of gifts for your family. I don't think we're going to do much this Christmas, but my husband did give me a gift. This one is a none for the blue. I just added in for the stripe. Alright, that's cute. I'm going to add a little bit of the 90% warm gray around the head, right here, right at the bottom. Because I wanted to have a little bit of shadow and a little bit on her pom-pom too. I think that's a good look. So I'm actually going to no, just leave like that. Alright, for her hair, I'm going to add red for her hair tie. Okay, for her hair, let's do with the light umber. Make her hair brown. So I was saying that my hubby gave me a Christmas gift. He already gave it to me, and it is the vacuum. Because apparently I'm a clean freak and I always have to clean the house, and he feels sorry for me because we have like a hand vacuum. So I always like on my back, on my knees, and just vacuum around because we have dog as well. So you can always find hair, especially this time of year. They're shedding really bad. Alright, you can see I leave a little bit of highlight in the middle here, a little bit there, and just a little bit down the end. So I go in with the espresso now, and I do exactly the same. The only thing is I don't bring out this color too much. I'm not really sure how you're going to do this in that little tiny small drawing. I wish I could have done something else. And I don't know why, but I mean, if you look at the file, I did send them the one that they can stretch the image a little bit bigger, but there's a little bit of space in that box, but I don't know why they don't stretch it. They don't stretch the image big enough. So now this one is a cream, and I just color it in for the highlight and call it done. That's it. Very easy. Actually going to add in a little bit of 90% warm gray, just for a little bit darker. There you go. All done. I should have done her face, but because I scared it's gonna smudge now when I'm gonna put in. But never mind. Alright, for the bottom here, I'm thinking let's use this one, marine green, and I'm going to add a little bit of green down here. I'm going to keep the middle a little bit light, even though I know it's underneath, but I just want to give it a little bit of highlight. And you can see as well, I add this color like just along the edge of the cream on top. I actually thinking this is like you can make it look like a cake, like confetti, like a cream with confetti on top. So of course you can make into like chocolate cake as well, but I planning to make the bottom like a gold color, so I don't want too many color too close to each other. And I'm going to use a little bit of the espresso, my favorite pencil for shadow, like for general shadow. If you confused like about what color you use for shadow, my highly recommendation I highly recommend what is it, espresso or the 90% warm gray. Espresso you can use for pretty much shadow of any colors, and 90% warm gray is good to have on hand, just in case the color you want it to be like darker, the area you want to be darker, then you use that. Yeah, those are two colors that I use for just general shadow. And the highlight, I'm not sure. Highlight is I usually use green, deco yellows, or white. There's a lot of light pastel color in Prismacolor, so there's a lot of good option there, so you can pick. I'm going in with the kelp green now. That's like almost identical, these two color. Goodness. I'm just going to bring this out just a little bit, and then I'm going to add in the pale sage. Okay, that's a really nice blending right there. I think these two colors make nice. The kelp green, okay, kelp green and pale sage is make really nice blend color. There you go. So you have a little bit of just a color there, and geez, see, I forgot again. Now for the cream on the top, I'm going to add in a little bit of pink. I want a little bit of pink in there, and warm cool gray, 20% cool gray. I'm going to use a 20% cool gray green, sky blue light, and maybe a little bit of green. Okay, let's try. I want to erase this bit. Oopsie, sorry. I can't find my eraser. Let's use this one. This one is my kneaded eraser, so I just use it to pick up some stuff I don't like, which is a lot on this page. Okay, so this one is a 20% cool gray, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the color there. Of course you can turn this into any colors you like. It just you can keep it like a snowy color, you can make it like a frosting, white frosting, color frosting. There's a lot of option for you. Alright, now we have that. I'm going in with a little bit of sky blue light. I do believe that if you depends on what paper you use, this color might appear a little bit different, like how this paper I use is have too strong tooth, so the color might appear a little bit darker than like when you use it on like a less tooth paper, more smooth paper. Oh, that's a really nice color. I love that. I love the combination right there. I don't really use these two colors together, not often, but I just want to give it a little bit like a pastel color look. Now I'm going in for the pink, and again I just kind of blend it out just a little bit. I added in for the blue as well. There you go. And I'm going to adding in just a tiny bit of the green, and of course I want to leave a little bit of area, just white area, like I don't want to add any colors in there. Perfect. Right, I really love that. I like that. It's like how you say it, not multicolor, iridescent, but like a pale version of iridescent. I just make it a little bit darker using the same 20% warm gray for this. I just darken the edge a little bit so I can see where the cream's at. Okay, now I want this color really pop, so I'm going to use these. These are the Tri-Plus file liner. Make sure you get the file liners, and of course you can use the other one too. The other one that I always tell you guys to pay attention when you buy this is the tip is actually felt tip, and it's not like a file liner, not like file tip. So you might don't want that, but oh, I won't use that. That's look nice. Okay, any color? Ooh, look at this. I take a white color than I needed. I just want some red. And of course I just spray them out. They don't need to be close. So that's a red. I'm going to adding in some area, other area as well. And then this one is a purple. That's color is nothing like the lid. The lid is like very pale purple, but it's okay. And green. I want to add some of that long confetti one because I think it looks fun. And then I want the blue. Oh my, I think this blue is a little bit dark, but it's alright. Okay. And I want yellow because yellow always make everything pop real nice. And I think like that I might add a little bit of white pencil on this white gel pen. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's look a lot. All right. Okay, now let's start with this one, and I want to start off just try to find my pencil. This one, this is a jasmine. Okay, so I want this color, maybe use a sepia as well. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit, stop rolling, of this one. Let's do this side so you can see. Alright, light umber. So I just added in. I'm going to do it gold. If you have any other combinations of gold you like, then go ahead and use that. I'm going to make it like a little bit of orangey gold. So this one is the jasmine, right? And you can see these two colors doesn't like to blend, they don't. And then I use a sepia on the side here. Want it really dark. Don't worry, it will work. It does requires me a lot more effort when I do this with this kind of paper. I don't even remember what this paper is. I think I bought it from my art store, but I think it just called Catrick paper, I think. I can't remember what it called. Not my favorite. Okay, now start to slowly blend it in. You can see, and this one is a golden rod. Beautiful. And then I just bring back in the jasmine and blend everything out. So that is basically the color that we're going to use. I really like this combination so far. So I'm going to do this one. I want that to be red, so this one is a scarlet leg. I just reuse the red from the Gale Glows. And again, I use the same technique where I lightly do that. I add like mostly full brushes on the side though. And this one is a crimson leg. It's just a tiny bit darker. It's not that much darker. This one is a white. This one is a bit lighter in the middle. And I go in for the espresso, 90% warm gray. Alright. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to blend that out. Okay. That's look pretty good. Actually going to add a little bit of color dye right there. I want it to look like the two separate level, so I add a little bit of sepia and I just blend it out with the light umber there. So now you have a little bit of separate line right there. So this one right here, I'm going to do the same, but instead of the yellow in the middle, I'm going to make it quite dark. So I'm thinking of adding in this golden rod in the middle instead. I dry and then I blend it out with the light umber. I want that to look up here a bit darker than the gold area we do. So many pencil dirt coming out. Sepia. the way I draw, you can even do like the puffy, like the highlight on this. I won't do it, but maybe I'll show you. Of course you can't see in this, it's a bit hard to see, but you can see there's a light right there. You can also do this, like adding in the highlight. I wonder if you can see probably, like the dark color here, and then add the middle color in the highlight, let's say, so make it look like it's bumpy, but I think I'm too lazy for that. Of course you can do that. I just show you the different techniques, so you can do on your own coloring if you want to. I think maybe it might too small for that if you're going to use like the tiny one, the actually color on the calendar. But if you're going to download the one that I give you, like this size, I'm pretty sure you can do that technique because it's big enough. Alright, we're nearly done. I'm going to add a little bit of separation right there as well. Okay, so there's it. It's look quite dark. Don't worry, later we make the whole thing a little bit better. Alright, let's do these leaves. But before that, I want to do this berry, so I just again adding a little bit of red, and then you can, why did I draw this so small? I mean, gosh, that's small. I really like detail colors, so that's why I chose a little bit detail, but maybe next time I won't do that. Alright, let's do these leaves. Okay, now for the leaves. Oopsie, it rolled over. So I'm going to use these Derwent Intense. I like to use mixed medium in my coloring, so and I think you can use it in your small calendar too. If not, then of course you can just use pencil. The color I use is gonna be quite similar to the pencil anyway. So I will start off with the light aqua, the green aquamarine, green aquamarine, and I'm going to add it in this leaves right here. I'm not really worried about, you can see again I leave a little bit of white right there because I want to blend the colors out a little bit. I'm going to add one here, and maybe here. I do want to make it okay, I'm going to just add it in. There you go. And then this one is a light, this one is a dark aquamarine. I'm going to add it in as well. Just spray them out. If you have any color you want to use for this, of course go ahead and do that. I'm going to do for this one. Now there's a pattern on here, you can follow it if you want to. I just want to make it simple for you guys, because remember, if you coloring in this the calendar too small for you to do anything. Alright, let's do the onion green. Onion green. After you activate, the color will look really different. Don't worry. And I choose the color based on what we already have. And I have the light olive here. Alright. This leaf, I'm going to make it light olive too. Because why not? Alright, let's activate. I'm just using the brush, the water brush. Oopsie. This is some colors on my brush. Should have cleaned this brush out. There you go. You can see if it's like a greenish color. This paper is not the best for using water, like I said earlier, but just a little bit is okay. But you can't use too much. It just doesn't do well. It's already wobbly, and I think if I use more and put too much pressures on, it's going to peel. I go fairly quick because the intent is really dry fast. If you don't know, you can watch the video where I use intent. Pretty sure it's on this channel somewhere. I'll link the link down below for you if you want to. Okay, all done. Oh no, it's still a little bit. Okay, we're done. Oopsie. I make it like over the light. Alright, all finished. So that's going to be our leaves. I have to let it dry a little bit, but while waiting we can do our background. So let's try to see what kind of background we want to do. I want to make it like a dark sky, so maybe we can make it all nice and dark. Let's color the girl face first though. I keep forgetting about her face. So I have the light one, this one, and maybe a little blush. Alright, so I have this one is a light peach. I just added in for the whole face. She look very cartoony, so you don't have to do realistic. And this one is a peach. Make it a bit darker for the some area, mostly around under her bang here and on her leg, I think. Okay, really want to blend that out. Okay, And I want to add a little bit of cheek for her, just a little bit of pink. And I want to use the red for her mouth. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go back in with the black just to bring back the detail. Oh no. Okay, no, it's not dry yet. Let's do the sky. I'm going in first. I think I'm going to adding the deep blue down first. Or should I make it just clear looking glass, or I don't know. Oh, I actually want to make it black. Let's do it black. Okay, so we need a black. Alright, let's make a black, just a very cheap black, any black you want to use. I'm going to just adding in a fairly quick layer down. I will show you a very quick way to adding black. Of course, you can use Inkten, you can use acrylic, but I'm going to use this. Oh, you can use alcohol marker as well. Why didn't I use alcohol marker? Probably quicker. Let's use alcohol marker, because this one on the paper I have nothing to worry about. But the other method that I was about to show you, I think I showed you before in my other video. I'm going to use the Tombow marker, but because I don't have it here, let's use the marker itself. Need to find where my black go. There you go. Let's spray that this is not bleed anywhere. Ugh, I'm scared because this paper, like, it bleeding, just bleeding too much. Okay, maybe it won't be too bad. I hope it won't be too bad. Well, I'll be really upset. So my method when I do it, if it's bleed, is I leave a little bit of gap around it, so when it bleed, it'll be perfect. Ugh, the smell. I think I just gonna leave it like that, and then if it's not come closer, then I will use a pencil to fix it, because I really don't want to lose all our effort. Actually, it's not too bleeding. I think the pencil kind of help with that, maybe. Gosh. Ooh. So gonna be black like this. You can sort of see how it bleeds. See how it bleeds out? That's what I'm talking about. I think mostly because of this paper. It's not for marker as well. I'm not sure if the what is this, the other one, the really expensive one, Copic bleed crazy like this, but apparently this one does. This one is just a cheap touch by Ohuhu. It's like another version of Ohuhu. I saw a lot of my friend use these, and they're cheap. I got them from AliExpress, I think. So I give them a go, and I quite like them. I don't use marker a lot, mostly just for the base color, or like when I do my own artwork, I wanna be quick. Then I use this, but overall I don't use them very often for anything else. First is because I can't handle the smell. Ugh. It just smells really bad. I used to work at the nail salon, and the acrylic smell there always kill me. It's just, ugh. It's really bad for you as well. There you go. So I'm done with the inside. I'm gonna leave it at that, and then we're going to fix it a bit later. Now let's see if it's dry. Okay, it's dry. And you see how it wobbly it is, and look at it lead through. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use a peacock blue right here and see if I can make this look nice. So I'm going to use a peacock blue on the what are these one? This one is the dark aquamarine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dark aquamarine. And I'm going to use a little bit of the light aqua. Just want to have some color variation. You can see after peacock blue, light aqua, white, dark indigo blue, and espresso. I actually really love that. You can see I try to do that method where we leave like each gap, and it's gonna be bright color. Light aqua now, and the white. Gonna add a little bit of white in each, like Oops. Sorry. Why do you keep rolling on me? This one is indigo blue. There you go. You can do that as well on this paper. The other one will probably too small to do that, so you might just use two colors to blend and call that done. Here of course you have more room to blend things and to add more color if you want to. I still can smell the alcohol, my goodness. I'm going to adding in a little bit of indigo blue, and I'm going to add the white around. I'm going to use the deco yellow for the edges, adding in a little bit of yellow in here. I just want to have some colors other than blue. Oh good. What else? I'm going to use earlier the marine green, and I'm going to add for this little leaf here. You can use a little bit of gray green light to make it a bit brighter. Anything else? No. I'm going to use a kelp green for this. I don't want to bring the color out too much. I'm going to just keep this color in the middle, and as I go out, I'm going to use this one. It's a Kelly green. I should have lit that area light. Oh. And then this one is a gray green line. Let's cover that. There you go. You have that. I'm going to add a little bit of espresso if I can find it. This is my pencil though. Now, this version, if you pay attention, it is a little bit different than the one in actual the advanced calendar, because I did outer make it look a little bit different. But overall, it's exactly the same. It's not exactly the same. It's similar. Okay, so don't worry. So now use a peacock green, and I want this to be the peacock green. That I'm going to use this one, the Celadon green, in just a little bit. There you go. And I think I'm going to use a green and adding in for some other color. As you can see, that looks a bit sad. And I'm adding in the espresso for the stem, the vein. There you go. So you have the leaves there. For this one, I'm going to use, let's see, that's color. Alright, aquamarine. I think it does look a lot like aquamarine. Oh, I'm actually going to do that white again. You can see it's not like I always know what I'm doing. Sometimes I do mistake too, but I don't take it too seriously. I'm not really upset about it. I just kind of alter it, make it different. Okay, light aqua. And I'm going to use gray green light for the highlight. Perfect. I want to make the I'm going to use this one, the cobalt turquoise. That's a dark color. There you go. Last one. I think I might do that similar to this color because we have all the cool color, cool tone on this side, and if I do it like this, it's kind of cool tone as well, so I don't want that. Let's do the marine here. You can see the two color kind of different. The base color with the pencil, but because of the Derwent ink 10, I will tell you it's the most forgiving color ever, and it can pretty easy to use. I'm going to use a little bit of the light green here. See if we can get something cool out of it. It looks alright. And I think I'm going to use the gray green light for the edges and everything. Okay, espresso. I can be pretty quick if I kind of know what color I want to use, but usually if I don't know or not sure what color I'm going to use yet, I'm very slow as well. Okay, so I did add a little bit of espresso, marine green, and this one is a bright green light. And I think I might want to add a little bit of deco yellow just on here. Add some color there. And this little one, I'm just going to use any green you have. I just use a peacock green, and I add them in for the leaves. It's so tiny. And we have it all done. Oops, forgot this one. What do I do for this one? I just add a little bit of marine green and I think a little bit of gray green light because I want it to pop. So there you go. Now remember how I say we're going to make this white kind of highlights glow still. So this one is a cream, and I use it for the glow. I just do that. Oops, you can hear my dog scratching in the background. And I really want to use this white. I want to bring back the area here because I did cover it. There you go. And I'm going to adding in lots of snow. I use the paints first because if you see like real snow, some you can have like a fading look. So this one is quite gentle white, and then later we're adding in some more. This one gel pen. Now we're adding in the gel pen. Thinking should I? Just adding in for the star. Oh, no, it's not showing. It's not showing as well. I think my pen stuck. I've been using it a lot these days because coloring Christmas, you're adding a lot of noise and stuff. I think it's kind of protects me a little bit. Oh, did I say I'm gonna fix this area? I just use a black to color it in them. That's not so large for me to fix. Easy peasy. Of course, I'm going to draw in the highlight for this. Like that. See, this gel pen just doesn't like the Prisma very much. Thinking should I'm adding in the white bit for the snowman. Let's make him white. Sorry, I've been really quiet. I might put some music over so you guys don't feel awkward. You can add a little snowflake as well if you want to, or you just add some star. That is it. We are done now, and I think I'm pretty happy with how this one overall turns out. I think maybe you can do different way and make it a lot better. I don't think it's the best, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think I just draw in this star now. Cover the black line. There you go. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have fun, and I will see you soon in the new year. In the meantime, happy coloring, Merry Christmas, and bye bye.